Hello everybody, it's Paige. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm actually here today with one of my favorite sets of the recent past, Tarkir Dragonstorm. I have a play booster box that I'm going to be opening today. This is actually one of my favorite sets. It's got the old school Magic feel that I haven't felt in a while. And I wasn't around for the original Tarkir block, so this is kind of my first venture into it. I have opened a couple boxes and quite a few other packs of this set with regards to, you know, the bundle I opened on the channel a couple weeks ago, as well as some others through like pre-releases and drafts and things like that. So I really enjoy how things, you know, kind of work together and play out. So I am excited to share my opening with you guys. So, like I said, I've done a couple, you know, there's a couple really good things in this set, between, what is it, the fetch lands that they threw in as special guests, as well as, you know, Elspeth and Ugin and Mox Jasper, Corey Steelcutter. Actually, one of the things that I'm actually hoping to get out of this set are some of the Dragon Showcase cards that I haven't gotten yet. I've got quite a few of the rares and uncommons and things like that, and I love those, and I need more. I'm building a dragon deck, and I would love to just populate it with some of those from, you know, from this set. So I'm really kind of hoping for some of those. Not to get, you know, I am hoping for a lot of, you know, some of the other stuff, really cool stuff too. So I know there's some really fun stuff to play in this, and some that I haven't even had a chance to really look at and figure out how to make it work. So, but you know, like I said, we definitely want to see what we get here. So thank you for joining me. Let me go ahead and we're just going to pop this open and get to it. It's a little hard to see. There we go. Funny enough, Sonia and I both bought a box of this, and I know she's already shot her video and got some good stuff. I don't know what it is. I didn't want to be tainted by what she got and the knowledge, you know, be a little jealous, but I know she got some fun stuff, which is absolutely fine. I'm glad for her. I just want a couple cool things too. So, let's go ahead and pull some of these out, and we'll see what I get here. I really am hoping for some fun stuff. There's a lot, an absolute lot of cool stuff in this set, and just really hoping for some fun stuff. So, let's see here. Now, I am one, I'm sure you guys have noticed if you've watched any of the other videos, I love to open the rare last, the rare or mythic, you know, and so I always like to do a little flip. I'll flip the land first, and then I'll flip. Love that. I love that art. It's so fun. Flip the foil, kind of get those out of the way here. All right. Let's take a look. Sorry, I hit the camera stand. Okay. Starbird, I love that. Bankkeeper's Familiar. This is one of those ones I was talking about where I haven't really figured out how to utilize it very well yet. I actually have about 3 or 4 of these, and it's kind of hard playing Commander. You only need one, right? So if anybody needs one, I could probably hook you up. But that's still, I love the art on that one. It's still really fun for this set. Anafenza. I actually have this. I bought this a while ago, though mine is much more pringled. So I do love this art. And this is one I'm going to be putting together a Mardu Commander deck. Hopefully with some mobilized stuff that I pulled today. So this is actually perfect for that. I'm super excited for that one. Let's put these there. Okay. I always love a surprise foil rare. Now, I'm not sure with this set if there was anything crazy in the uncommon or common slots, you know, especially with value, but like, I know there's a lot of really good stuff. It's just a matter of what you get. United Battlefront, that's actually another one that I've got quite a few of, that I like it. It's not my favorite, but it's definitely a fun card if you can get it to work. Again, that's one of those ones I'm kind of hoping to use it in the Mardu deck. It's just a matter of making sure that I've got the right stuff to work with it. Had some fun playing with it during the pre-release, however. I love that Reliquary Dragon. Never had a chance to actually use the Reliquary Dragon, but I like it. I love that art. Ah. This is one that everybody was talking about during pre-release, and I love that foiling on that. The Ice Climber is just great, and it's a nice little callback to an old Nintendo game. Mardu devotee. I love the devotees in this set. They made fixing so easy for this set. What's funny about it is I know I've complained about Edge of Eternities, and this set was absolutely completely opposite when it came to mana fixing and making sure everything was good. Tursa, I know she's been being played a lot lately. She's a big part of some decks, I believe, with Vivi in them. And Warden of the Grove. I like that. That is one of my favorite cards. I have it in a couple of them in a green arena deck, standard arena deck that I have. Love that. That works very well with some Final Fantasy stuff. All right. So we got an art card. Ooh, I don't have that one. That's really pretty. It's the Stormbrood. Awesome. I don't think I've even seen that one. I think that's one of the ones in the Dragon scale, or not the Dragon scale, but the Dragon Showcase. All right, Blossoming Sands. Ooh, pretty. I know Sonia was talking this one up during pre-release as well. She had some fun with that one. Okay, looks like I got a showcase of one of the other showcases. Listed Prowler. I actually don't know that I even have this card. Nice. Interesting. That could really be used in a certain kind of self-mill deck. That'd be fun. I'll have to look at that a little bit more later. That's fun. I like the art on some of those. That showcase style. I guess that's more the borderless showcase style. Some of them are great. Some of them are not the best. Especially when it comes to the foil versions that you can get of those. But I've got some really fun ones, especially some of the Jeskai members. I like that copy. Anything with dragons on it is fun. Ooh, foil. Tranquil Cove. Pretty. Nice. Salt Road Pack Beast. I was gonna say, I haven't had much to talk about this time, only for the fact that we did a couple, Flamehold Grappler and Quarry Mountain Monastery. Nice. And the alternate art. I believe I have the black one of these in the alternate. And Sonia actually has the blue one, the one that everybody loved, Mistrise Village, I believe, and the alternate art. And maybe not foil. I know she got it in a collector booster, but yeah, like we did our pre-releases for Edge of Eternity. Edge of Eternity, and that was, we finished those up, I want to say 2 weeks ago. We did not do one this past weekend, which was kind of bittersweet, but it was nice to have a weekend, Friday alone and just kind of do our thing. We went to a movie, but it kind of helped. The week before that, she did not have a good time, and that was the first time she did not have a good time at Edge of Eternity's pre-release. So we just kind of decided to kick it back and, you know, buy some more product when we get a chance. But, you know, the way things are, it's kind of hard to find it. All right, let's see. Oh, okay. This is a special guest card. I don't know that this one is worth a lot, but it's kind of nice. I like that art, actually. That's really fun. Not the special guest ones I wanted, but I do tend to pull a lot of special guests, so I will take it. But yeah, let's see. Nice. I didn't have this one. I had a couple of the ones for my Korea, but I did not have this one, so that'll be fun. That'll be interesting to play with, too. All right. Mega Fleshcrafter. Nice. So I hope everybody is doing well. Like I said, there's been, you know, some fun stuff. I actually had a health thing last night. Ended up in the ER, but I am okay. Don't want anybody worry. False alarm, I think it was a pinched nerve, was part of it. So, you know, hopefully things are good. Sonia and I both decided, like, hey, good health, let's do videos. So, Palace, and there we go. That is one that I needed for sure. I actually had a foil of this out of my last box, but I had to sell it, so I will definitely take this. That's awesome. And since I'm putting together a dragon deck, that is well needed. So, but yeah, we both decided, let's go ahead and do some videos. Let's have some fun in our life again. So, these tokens, I swear, some of these are so gorgeous. Ooh, Alicia's Legacy. Nice. Foil. Definitely a foil I hadn't gotten before. But yeah, between these devotees and the Tri-Lands and some of the other cards that were in this set and the monuments, which I actually didn't use the monuments at all, but in the pre-release Severance Priest, I've got a couple of him and a Herd Heirloom. Nice. There was a lot of fixing in ramp and things like that in this set. So I am definitely somebody that, especially during sealed once, you know, I want it to be easier to play. I don't want to sit there with a 40 card deck and not be able to play anything. That always causes a problem, you know, especially for me. I didn't have drafts back when I originally played Magic in the 90s. That wasn't a thing. There we go. Oh my goodness. That is gorgeous. And that is definitely one I needed. Oh, I love that. I love the dragon border. Nice. Okay, perfect. But yeah, so, you know, that wasn't a thing. Drafting wasn't a thing. I remember the big deal when they got rid of draft boosters, and I was like, I don't even know what a draft is. Like, at that point, I hadn't drafted yet. Since then, I have, and oh, nice. There's another one. That one I did have, but that is still, I love that art. Like, the art in that border is great, but like that polar bear dragon is just so fun. Yeah, we didn't draft back in the day. You know, if you did, it was just something you did with friends where you got a couple packs and you just like picked up or traded or things like that. You know, we didn't draft for playing. So now I'm kind of starting into it. I need that mana fixing, and you know, Edge of Eternities wasn't that great for it. Nature's Rhythm, still a nice card. That's awesome. I believe. Nice, just a tutor effect. I couldn't remember. It's been a while since I played with this set, specifically this set, you know, nothing else. But yeah, so some of these cards, it's like I play with them during the, you know, limited and pre-release or draft, but I haven't played with them since. So, Plains. Destructive Stormbrood. That's a nice foil. I like that on foil. Really pops on that one. Okay. Yathin Roadwatcher. That's a card I have quite a few of. I need to find somebody that wants some of these, like, lesser rares that I don't know what to do with. Mostly just so that the cards get used. I hate just having cards sit around that I don't always play with. And, especially, like I said, I'm not always the swiftest person when it comes to making a deck. So I like to, make sure that my stuff's getting used by people. Adorned Crocodile. So that's why I'll trade a lot of the stuff that I get in for stuff that I do need or stuff that I do know that I'm going to be able to use. In fact, that's where we got this, was one of the local game shops that we sometimes shop at. So Sage of the Skies, love that. And Fenkeeper's Familiar. At least I have this new art. It's actually really, really gorgeous art. Like I said, some of them are really, really pretty and some are, not pretty, just less my style. That is pretty. I like that. Cool. All right. Still have a couple big ones to hit, and I'd love to hit one of those fetches. That would be wonderful. Especially Marsh Flats. I've got a vampire deck that could really use that card. Pretty Jeskai Monument. This is actually the set that got me into both the Jeskai and Mardu color pairings. I have a Jeskai deck. It's the Doctor Who deck. But I, kind of just focus on the Doctor Who stuff or stuff with suspense and, things that I can work into that. But this has me wanting to really build a Mardu and a Jeskai. Mardu is actually what got me the best draft I've ever had. So I'd love to kind of put something together for Commander. Ashki Dragonclaw, nice. Still need to get some of the Commander cards for this set, and she's definitely one that I want to get from that. But this is also a set I haven't been able to track down a box of collectors yet. I haven't had even one collector booster, but I do want to get some to maybe open here and see what I can get from that. Nice. All right. Revival of the Ancestors. All right. Oops. Sorry. Hit the stand here. And Nerev, Heart of the Storm. That's awesome. That is one of the spirit dragons I still needed. I would love to get these in this dragon border, but just having a copy would be nice for the dragon deck for all of these. Plus, yeah, Mardu colors. That's great. That's awesome. Love it. Okay. Second mythic out of the box. Let's get a couple more. What do you think? All right. Could use that Elspeth for sure in a Mardu deck. It's another one I had to let go of. Ooh, Raving Dragonstorm in foil. Pretty. Oh, also could use Dracogenesis. I believe that one's in this set as well. Yeah, this is a really good dragon set. I mean, obviously it's Tarkir and Sidisi, Regent of the Mire. Yeah, so it should help me out, hopefully, with some dragon stuff. That the dragon and the Mox Jasper are definitely going to help for sure. Oh goodness, come on. There we go. Do you ever get those packs that are just stubborn? The Edge of Eternity's collector's packs from everybody that I've heard talk about them, and the one that I did open. All right, let's see. Oh, pretty. Love that. You know, one of the things we will talk about, I don't love that they took the art cards out of the basic packs, the play packs. The reason for that, first of all, they're only in collectors now. And if you got them with a token, fine. But you're paying 35, 40, maybe in Final Fantasy case, like upwards of that for a collector. And I don't want one of those cards to be an art card. The point is not to give it to us in a play booster as a replacement for something like a token. The point is, give it to us with the token. Don't make it a replacement for something. Like, they used to have no problem giving us tokens and ad cards. Like, just have it in place of the ad card. Frontline Rush. I don't know that I actually gotten this one before. It looks completely different. Of course, sometimes I think that with the foil. I think it's a completely different card, but... Alright, come on, let's see what we can get here. Let's pop something really good. No Special Gust. Winter Night Stories, that's going pretty well. And Stormscale Scion, nice! I actually have one in a deck already, but that is not a bad one to pull for the Dragon deck. Oh, that is awesome. I'm super excited about that, finally. That's another one that I need to pick up. Actually, I think my one in the red-blue deck that I use it in is actually the Dragon Scale border. So I think that's one I do actually have in that. Alright. Bird. I think they give us so many bird tokens in this set just so that they could do be used for Final Fantasy Chocobo tokens if you needed them. Which is Legacy. I need the other Alicia card as well. And the alternate art for it. Corey Steelcutter, a couple months too late, but that's okay. Still able to use it in Commander, so that'll be fun. And I don't know if Sonia got that one, so maybe she'll want one too. I think I've got another one still. I'll have to double check on that. I might have sold it. I don't know. I've been trading a lot of stuff in. Picking up some stuff that I actually need for my Commander decks. And funny enough, for my land base, I've been picking up a lot of land-based cards that I can use in multiple decks. Molten Exhale. I love whenever there's fire or lightning or a blast effect on foil. Just amazing the way that it pops. As long as they do it right. Oh, I see maybe a Dragon Scale in there. Riling Dawnbreaker. I think I have that one, sadly. But that's okay. I will take another one. And this borderless, or border foil, gosh, and this border, I can't talk today for some reason. I will take pretty much everything you want to throw at me. Magnetic Hellkite. I have a couple of these. I need to get these to some good homes, really. I love that card. It's an amazing card, especially in Limited. It was great. The problem is just making sure that, you can use them. I've got a lot of them. So, it's actually one I did also pull in. The Dragon border, I love that. Alright, art card. And Abzan Devotee. Who signed? I love this. I love the, I know we're in Tarkir, but I love the kind of almost Egyptian, god kind of look to the, what are these? Are these the Ashiok? I can't remember what the names. No, that's not the Ashiok. That's why did I think that? I can't remember offhand. But yeah, those are awesome. That's really fun. Foil Forest. That's cool. Traveling Botanist. Ugh, love it. Good boyo. Alright, let's see. Kitchla Village, yay! This is not my favorite. I actually have this one already as well. It's a fun card. I mean, I haven't really found a use for it. Not like Mistrise. Mistrise is my absolute favorite of that set. And I would love to get a foil borderless of that one, just to go in that blue deck, that blue-red deck that I have. That is my like flashy deck. I kind of throw foils and alternate arts in that one. So I definitely need to get something for that. Love these soldier tokens. And I love that you can flip the soldiers, and the soldier tokens in this set are always one or the other soldier on both sides. It's so fun. Okay. Thunder of Unity. I will take an extra rare. And Warden of the Grove. I needed that art. That's awesome. I love this card. And this is so pretty. They had one at one of the shops we actually, the shop we play at, and I went back to get it and it was gone. So I'm glad I have a home for it now. Yay. All right, what am I looking at here? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. 11 more packs. Okay, Reliquary Dragon. Come on, we need something big. Let's hit something really good. Inevitable Defeat. Not as good as I'd hoped for. It is a great card. I actually played that quite well in Limited, but people don't seem to love it. I've got quite a few of those too, so I already have enough from my Mardu deck and pretty much anywhere else that wants it. It's a great card. I love it. It's such a good exile, card, but let's see, what is this? Ooh, Ugin Eye of the Storms art. I don't have that one. That's gorgeous. The one that I have is the one that if you flip it, he looks like a kid on the back. That is the actual card that I have of him. Strike. Nice. Oops. Well, I did that wrong. Sorry for spoilers there. Yeah, there's the Arishan City. Like I said, I think that's the one. This may actually be the first time I get that in non-borderless. So, it's been a long day. We were up, like I said, at the ER for a while. Got home around like 5 o'clock this morning and, went to bed, and it's been kind of a weird day. So, Jungle Hollow, Dragon Back Lancer. Nice. Don't flip that over. Thunder of Unity again. Non-foil this time. Or no. Yeah, non-foil this time. Alright, come on. Run it on packs. I want something really fun with this one. All Out Assault art. Ooh, this is the showcase on that. That's really fun. That's one I do not have, and I would be happy to get. The Fell Caves. Tarkir Guardian. Nice. Don't flip that. Mardu Changebreaker. Again, another one that I've got a lot of. It was really funny. We thought we were going to get a lot of like Chocobo Riders in Final Fantasy because of this card, and we did not. There's two Chocobo Riders in the whole set, and that was kind of a letdown. I was hoping we'd have kind of a Chocobo riding, thing going on, but no Bird Riders. Very few Bird Riders, I should say. Less than you have in the games. Magus Sculptor. Nice. Snakeskin Bale. The bane of my existence, I swear. Every time I play something, they always snakeskin veil it. Sib Sig Ceremony. Okay, that one I'm not so happy to get. I have about 6 of those at this point in time. I need to get rid of some. That should be a great card. And I know that there's a deck that they built around it. I just... yeah. Shock Brigade. I love playing that one on Arena. I actually have a Mardu token Arena deck that I absolutely love playing when it works. If I can get it to pop off, it's amazing. Okay, and New Way Forward. Another Jeskai one I was really happy to get the first time. But I have the alternate art. It's fun, but just, again, some of that's the thing with some of this set. You get some stuff that just, especially when you only play Commander or, not as many, as much standard as you used to. It's kind of hard when you get multiples of a bunch of cards that you can't use, really. Subsiga Praiser. Let's see. All Out Assault. This was one that I do have in a deck. What is this? I believe I put this in my Sliver deck. That is a fun one. I really enjoyed playing that in my sealed. But I threw that into Slivers because, Slivers are awesome, and you were going to give them Death Touch, and +1/+1, and make them stronger, and yay. I am a Sliver fanatic. So, just an island. It's so funny to see, not get a lot of basics in this set. It's kind of refreshing, but also not sometimes, because this was a set where I got so many dual lands. The fixing was off the charts. Ooh, Zurgo, nice. Serac, cool. All right, last 3. Let's get something. I could really use that Elspeth. She would be really nice in that Mardu deck. Come on. Can I get something? Nice. Rediscover the Way. I don't think I actually had this, and that's gorgeous art. Especially in foil. Frostcliff Siege. Songcrafter Mage. Nice. That is another one that I did not get in the first couple, so that's fun. Not just the art, but I did not get that card at all the first time. Or first 2 times. Any of the packs I've gotten so far. That's fun. It'll give me a reason to play Teamer. Actually, I think that can go in the other Doctor Who deck. The 13th Doctor deck. Copy token. Small Backwater. Gendry Nurturer. Nice. Alright, anything wowing here? Magnetic Helltite in the Dragon border. That's awesome. Yay. Alright, last pack, everybody. Let's see what I can pull here. Mistress Village. At least I got another one of those. That's fun. So not the most exciting deck box I've opened, but not the worst. You know, there's some fun stuff in here, and I got to share it with you guys. I'm so happy to do that every time. And like I said, I did get a couple good things in here. I got another dragon I needed for sure. Got that Mox Jasper back. So you know, you win some, you lose some, but I got a couple cool things in here. So. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will be back soon with some other openings as well, and we'll see what we can find and pull. All right, I will talk to y'all later. Bye.